Good evening, everyone. Okay, how's everybody doing? We're just going live, just to see. Wait, let's just see how it all is. So far, the chat has not acknowledged my presence. And yes, it should be here. Yeah, should be like in a little bit blog. Just waiting there. I think I realized that I forgot to turn off high latency. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. Ingestion settings. Can I adjust it? Probably can't. Oh well. Oh well, just have to make do. Anyway, welcome everybody to Dragon Ball Super episode 128. And all I gotta say is that, much like with last week, I think altogether we need to press F for respect for the fallen. That is Vegeta. He did very well, and he basically gave up his life. Well, he gave up his place in the tournament for Goku and Frieza, wherever he may be. So, all I gotta say is please, press F for respect. I think that's the least that Jeets deserves. See a little bit trickle of Fs. F, 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 F. Thank you. Thank you. He did very well. And now he's back up in the stands. He can now rest. He can now rest easy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Oh, I think we deserve a Bison. Yes. Yes. But yeah. So basically today we are looking at Dragon Ball Super episode 128. We're not just looking at that. We can look at multiple things. But we are just primarily here just to chill out. This is a debrief, kind of discussing things. We already had, TL Lucario, thank you very much for your $1 super chat. Thank you very much. And BB115B enjoyed this episode, honestly. Yeah, I did too. And speaking of which, if you want to be like BB115B, if you want to have your question guaranteed to be answered, because the chat goes by pretty quickly, you can leave a super chat by pressing the $sign below. Or you can leave a tip, bit.ly/Party and that means your question can be guaranteed to be answered. Because this is how it goes. And also, it goes towards supporting the channel. So that means we can make some more content, because there's only 1 week to go until the RNL auditions close. And I am sitting on a backlog of 85 auditions I need to listen to. Because I've been bad and I've been socializing this weekend. Socializing, Masako? Oh no. But let's get on with Nick Sorensen. It says, how do you like Sean Shyamalan's Goku Black in the English dub of Super so far? I would say interesting. I think I like the fact that he's going for evil Goku, but I still think that Nozawa did a better job, if I'm honest. But I think the Rose Goku Black thing, they've toned it down a little bit. So it's not quite as British as it was. Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be drinking my evil tea. Yeah, it's not as bad as that now, thankfully. And he says, also, what do you think Frieza will plan to do for the remainder of the tournament if he can't beat Jiren? Oh, he'll be skulking around, taking pot shots. And, he'll skulk around, but something tells me he'll probably go for the win and just sneak around, because everyone's forgotten that Frieza's not around. They'll go like, I wouldn't be surprised if the end of the tournament say, oh, don't you forget about me, monkeys. I was here all along. And then everyone goes, Frieza! But yeah. And indeed, Take, DMan4219 donates $5 through Super Chat, and all he says is press F. That is a mighty F. I shall F Thank you. And, take a thing, Spectacular Soda says, what do you think of the new Ultra Instinct? It's pretty safe to say that a lot of people have seen this, and, yeah, basically, it's one of those things that we need to just say that it confirms that color theory, at least the thing that Haverock and I have been working on, has some weight to it, is that its potential. It's a very, very exciting time. Very, very exciting. And I am looking forward to making that video. We'll be making that video at the end of April. Because honestly, I'm not going to be making a video about this form, the Perfected Ultra Instinct or whatever it's called. Because I feel like we need to actually see it in action. And once Super's all done, we can actually take our time to understand the actual nuances of the form and what exactly it does, instead of just going off for the idea of, oh, what it looks like, oh, old man Goku, stuff like that. But if you want to have a look at the design perspective, it's alright. It's cool. It's alright. But I'm not gonna lie, Mozilla Vulpix pointed out on Twitter that it's basically just the artistic thing from Toriyama. It's basically just a recolor. And you can spot the similarities, because the Goku's gi badge is in the same place, the tufts of hair are the same, the creases in the pants are the same. It's basically the same thing, only with a different face and different hair color, and maybe some adjustment of the color tones, like they did auto tone in Photoshop or something. Yeah, but Soldier Gigas 14, thank you very much. Vegeta fought like a beast. Long live the glory of the Saiyan race. It's now after Son Goku Migate no Gokui. Muffin button power. What do I say? Muffin button power! Big lols. Yeah, he did fight like a beast. The guy who wrote it, Toshio, I'm not too sure of his last or first name, did a fantastic job. Not a lot happened. Not a lot happened in that episode, but it didn't matter. What did happen counted for a lot. So, props to anyone who could write probably 5 minutes worth of content to make it 20 minutes and not be blatantly filler. You just think, wow, good job, sir. Bravo. Robert White, thank you very much. A good episode, he says, but it was kind of predictable. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we know that 17 was going to be out, and then we knew Vegeta was going to be out based on the episode title. We knew it was going to happen, but the question is how would it happen? How would it happen? Would it just be like a knockout or a long, dragged-out kind of war of attrition? It depends on the method. Yeah, we know where it's going to go, but we want to know how it gets there. That's why I'm not personally bothered about spoilers, if I'm honest. I would much rather just see where it goes and how you get there. Yeah, spoilers don't affect me. João Eduardo Suarez del Silva, thank you very much. So sad there won't be fusions and they're sticking with the Goku says at the end, day at the end shtick. I really thought they would use their Potara. Yeah, I know. We quite clearly with Kefla, they basically were taunting. They were basically taunting everything and saying like, oh, yeah, basically, yeah, you get your fusion. Yeah, fusion did happen. Oh, other characters might fuse. It's like, no. Yeah, it's really kind of a bit, it's a bit naughty, I must admit, of Toei to do that. It's very, very cheeky. That's a very cheeky Toei right there. I don't appreciate them messing with our feelings in that way. Bruno Pacquiula, thank you very much. After Goku knocks off Jiren, Frieza kicks Goku off while his guard is down and steals the win for the Super Dragon Balls. Only possible ending. I wouldn't be surprised, because Goku will probably be knocked out, and he will be just completely. He'll be winded. He'll be out of energy. Frieza will jump in. He'll be powerful enough to knock Goku out of the ring, and he'll just take the win. That is a very plausible thing that could happen, definitely. Alright, let's see. Patrick Corrigan, yeah, this whole Ultra Instinct thing, I don't think it's a Saiyan exclusive thing. I think it couldn't be anyone who puts their mind to it and has the power, but it just so happens that Goku's the only one that gets it so far. And honestly, it really should have gone to someone else. Like, I mean, okay, granted, Vegeta has his own thing, and Goku has his own thing. That's okay. Vegeta can basically match the power of Kaioken Blue times 20. He can definitely do that. And Son Goku, thank you very much for the super chat, sir. Thank you very much. And yeah, looks like the channel, by the way, has gone over 280,000 subscribers. Yay! Awesome. Thank you. That's all down to you guys. Thank you. Robert White, can I just ask for less peanut gallery stuff in the next 2 episodes? Oh, some kind of like speculatory things? Well, I think a lot of people are just assuming that episode 131 would be just a wrap-up episode. I think that will be the case. But I think probably the last 2 episodes, or maybe episode and a half. I think 129, definite. It's a definite action episode. First half of 130, probably an action episode. If they're gonna be, what's the word? Basically, whoever is, what's the word? Whatever, if there's any kind of conspiracy or clarification that the Grand Priest wishes to do, then he'll make it, and then 131 will be the wrap-up of that, and then wrapping up with the entire series. Alright. Mr. Silver 0X, thank you very much. Hey, Masako, do you think Jiren wishes bring back the evildoer back to life if the guy died from a virus or disease so he can fight him? Oh, that would be interesting. Imagine if Belmont was indeed the guy who killed Jiren's parents, and the Super Senron goes basically, "It is not possible. The person that defeated and killed your parents is still alive." And then it says, "Who is it?" "Look." Turns to Belmont, and Belmont goes, "Jiren, let's not be too hasty here." And then, basically Toppo goes like, "What? This is not justice. You have defied against justice." He goes, "Brig." And then Jiren and Toppo just wail on Belmont. That'd be so funny. That's basically Hercules and Hades type humor. I'd love that. That'd be fantastic. The Pseudomancer, do you think the Judeo-Christian story of Samson had any influence on Torium Star Saiyan hair? Would Goku lose strength if his hair was cut? I don't think so. I think, honestly, it's just down to the fact that Toriyama came up with the Super Saiyan color and the hair to save on inking it and saving time. That's the primary thing. And also, it was a signifier to show that Goku got stronger in an easy way that didn't need much explaining. It was a transformation. Boom. Done. I wish there was something more to that, but I get the feeling that it was not. Well, okay. Bruce Lee. A bit of Bruce Lee in there, too. Richard Oreko, thank you very much. Hi, Muska, love your video. Why doesn't Rashid reveal his father Bardock in the What If Raditz Turn Good video? I mean, that'll be explored in R&R, definitely. We're going to do some more with that, I think. There's plenty of rooms to explain. Slack Martin, thank you very much. Maybe Frieza will be eliminated, but just before he will transfer energy to Goku, helping him unlock full Master Instinct. What would be a cool twist? I don't know. I personally think that Frieza will just kind of sneak around for a while and then just basically jump Goku at the last minute. I think that's the most logical thing that he'll do. But it's a sneaky thing. Frieza's realized he can't take Jiren on his own. Not even in gold form, so what's the point? Son Goku? Hey, Moscow, quick question. What is your favorite English dub? Ocean, Kai, or original anime animation? Kai. Hands down. If you want the most comprehensive and the most faithful dub you can get, you just go listen to the Kai dub. The Kai dub is the most polished and the most experienced and the most accurate to the original source material. The RJ plays, there's a shout out for you, sir. Revolt Lars Wolfblade. I just noticed when Patara earrings are in play, they would put focus on them being destroyed so no one would get them. Guess it was a subtle way of saying no Patara fusions here. Yeah, no, that was definitely a hint. Like, those Universe 2 didn't fuse and they got destroyed to prove a point that the only fusion you're gonna get is Kefla. That's all you're gonna get. And that was only because they had them with them in advance. That was the only reason. Robert White, thank you very much. Also, I feel it would have been better if they'd saved the Bulma card for Vegeta for this episode for his reason to fight instead of 2 episodes ago. Yeah, that was it. That was interesting, but I think that's just due to the fact that they were 2 different writers, and the first one was a bit, I don't know. That one was just Vegeta thinking to himself, whereas I think that the 128 one was a bit more like introspective. That Vegeta had to really dig deep just to even survive. It was a more base experience, an instinctual thing, you know, kind of real instinct rather than just on the surface. So this is something that maybe harks back more to primal, you know, stricken grief and stricken pain. This is like a primeval type thing, not just something on the face value. So it carries a lot more weight. Especially when you get the moment 96 say, we're counting on you, and you think, oh god damn it, my feels. Oh, my feels, they ache so. No, definitely. Let's see. Vaverica Place is saying, is tomorrow What If Week? Yes, it is. And tomorrow, we'll have a brand new What If to join the channel. I can tell you now, it's a what if Piccolo never saved Gohan? And you might be thinking, which moment did he not save him? Well, that's up to, you're going to have to watch the episode tomorrow to find out. Then we'll have Goku Married Bulma Part 5 and Nappa Turning Good Part 4. So there we go. That is the schedule for next week. And then, of course, there will be the R&R auditions close on the 25th. And then the cast will be announced in the next one within the next 48 hours after that. Let's see. Okay. Shady Atem, are you going to do a colours video for Mastered Ultra Instinct? Yes, we are. We are going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing that at the end of Super. So expect that video in April, because we just want to make sure that we get everything right, and we don't want to just jump into it right now when we don't know anything about the power specifically, whether it actually varies from Ultra Instinct, the regular one. We just want to be sure. We want to take our time with it, so we're not going to put out a video and talk about it right now. Keyblade Overlord, thank you very much. What do you think is the best arc in Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super? King Piccolo arc in Dragon Ball, Namek Saga, no, Android Saga, oh, no, Cell Saga in Z, GT, Evil Dragon Saga, and Super, it'll probably have to be the Universe Survival arc, really. So, yeah, I think that's what the case will be. Andrea Ludoff, will DBZA be ending? It's not my position to say, if I'm honest, because this is, it's not my position. I'm not the showrunner of DBZA. You're going to have to talk to Kaiser Neko about that one. I'm sorry. I really wish I could say more, but I am not in Dallas. I cannot speak for the company. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a stilted answer, but I'm just having to be honest here. I really cannot say anything, because it is not my place to do so. I have not recorded for episode 60 yet. That has not happened. So I have not, I'm not privy to that. But my apologies. Robert White, so as 131 is the last episode, it has to be 3 half episodes for the Goku Jiren fight. Yeah, I would definitely say it's going to be 129 definitely and a half of 130. Definitely. Super Saucy Gaming, Masako, who is the villain in R&R? There's no villain in R&R. No, there's not going to be a villain at all. The whole point of R&R is meant to be rest and relaxation. This is a slice of life series. This is basically going to be Ranch, Trunks, and Goten going about life and just having some downtime. This is basically taking part between part 7 and part 8 of the What If Raditz Turn Good. So there's a point where you can actually have some adventures and some personal stories and some really good comic relief and some nice little character building. Yeah, so, JC16, what do you think about Bulma's new voice? I think it's alright. I think it's good. It works. It sounds similar enough. I mean, I can tell there are a certain bit of nuances and that it's not got that little bit of huskiness. But, yeah, but not for the first try. That's pretty good. And considering it's a commercial where you're not really putting your all into it, yeah, I would say Aya Hisakawa, the voice of Sailor Mercury, and Kira Barros, I think she did well. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm glad that they managed to pick someone else and not rely on Yuka Miniguchi. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think she will do Hiromi Suru proud. Although I really just wish it never happened in the first place. But, not much we can do about that, I'm afraid. Durgle, thank you very much. I feel like we're headed towards a Universe 7 win by technicality. They seem to be hiding Frieza. I could see Goku bitten, but still in the ring as time runs out. Universe 7 wins because there's 2 fighters in the ring. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Jiren will probably have a little bit of a huff or something like that, but he didn't win. But yeah, I really get the feeling that they'll figure something out that everyone gets to live. I don't think so. Super Saucy Gamer says, will it be animated Dragon Ball R&R? Kind of. It'll be it'll probably be something along the lines of animatics. So you'll get like drawings to go with it, as well as the audio. So it's kind of like a halfway house type thing. I cannot animate it because animating, like doing an anime, that kind of thing, takes about $100,000 to make it like the standard quality of an anime on average. Sometimes it can be maybe $300,000. Yeah, it's one of those things that you can't do. I'm very lucky to have a nice crew that will be doing it for relatively cheap, and because they want to. And if we can get this going, it's a motion comic pretty much. Yeah, it's a motion comic. It's like a graphic novel type thing with audio to go with it. Robert White says, also Vegeta going back to Prince of All Tsundere's Vegeta voice says, I don't need your compliments, Baka. Oh, yeah, no, of course. He's back to full strength, so yeah, he's back to the same old thing. But yeah, his character arc's complete pretty much. But it was a pretty interesting one at that. Hey, Havarok is here. Hakai76. When is the pilot of Dragon Ball R&R? Well, we have a soft deadline of March 26th. So, Super will be coming out on Super will be coming to an end on the 25th of March. So R&R, the pilot, will ideally want to come out the next day. So the day after Super ends, the R&R pilot begins. So yeah, the pilot will be very different, or the pilot might not. It won't be weekly for now. We just want to make sure that people like it. But it's pretty much, it's a self-contained story, definitely. But I think people will like it. Okay. Okay, Andrea, talk to you later. Cool Penguin, am I going to make any references to different animes in R&R? It would be funny if you made Naruto GT. No, definitely not. No, that's not the place. It wouldn't be authentic, if I'm honest. Cameron Lindhurst said, what if the community helps fund for an animated R&R like a Kickstarter? Now, as much as I appreciate that, it's not possible. Because it's Dragon Ball for a start. It's a registered product. If I put out a Kickstarter, it would be completely pounced upon. The only way that I could actually make this the only way I can actually make that work is, paying it out of my own pocket. That's the only way. Yeah. The way to do it, maybe, Patreon. On my Patreon, have a tier, maybe for that. But for the most part, for this pilot, definitely. It's not going to be, I'm going to be paying for it with my own money. Yeah, it's out of this pocket. Hey, Sam Trevorrow is here. Yeah, Sam Trevorrow is here. And he is one of the artists for R&R. So Trev is here. He'll be doing the character art. And we got another guy called Sigma who will be doing the background art. So we've got a 2-man team. So he's here as well. Yeah, let's see. RKTH says, will we get to see R&R on YouTube? Yeah, it'll be coming up here. Of course it will. R&R has a home here, definitely. Eve Robert White says, even in Vegeta's head, Bulma is nagging him. Yeah, he cannot escape Bulma, but maybe he secretly likes it. Matt Wright, thank you very much. Do you think it would benefit Dragon Ball Super as a franchise to bring back the show to delve through the other universes or let them come out as individual films? I definitely think we need to have another opportunity to actually see the different universes outside of the Tournament of Power. So there might be like a reason. Oh, hey, we're going to Universe 2 to find that Yard Rat guy. What's he doing there? We could go to Universe 9 to try and rebuild ties with the Trio de Danger. You could go back to be visiting Goasu. You could go back and try and fight Jiren again. You could just Gohan could go and visit the Pride Troopers. Could do something. There's many opportunities that you can do. Shady Attempt, thank you very much. Is Bulma's new VA a good sign for new Dragon Ball series? Probably. Or at least, if not an actual series specifically, then probably more things that will, more products like games or like shorts or movies or something like that. They wouldn't bother to cast a new person if they weren't going to. Matt Wright, I feel with the show ending, we're missing a lot of cool ideas and areas to explore. Love you, Masako. Oh, thanks, dude. But we're definitely, there's a lot of missed opportunities here. I briefly talked about that in a video from Tuesday. But yeah, there's a lot of things that they could do, but they just chose not to. Keyblade Overlord, where would Ultra Instinct and Super Vegeta Blue fit in accordance with your favorite Saiyan transformations? Ultra Instinct, it's not technically a Super Saiyan transformation. It's a transformation, and it's up there, definitely, because it's something new. Super Vegeta Blue, it's definitely really cool. I just wish it had like more of a grandiose kind of introduction. Rashid on PayPal, thank you. How do we explain Goku getting hit in the preview by Jiren? I don't know. Maybe for the fact that Ultra Instinct may be not as dominant over Jiren at full power. Because we've got to remember that Jiren is at full power right now. That's the thing. Hakai76 says, I need a new series, not a 2-hour film about every universe. Yeah, a series, is a lot more nuanced and a lot more detailed than a movie. A movie can be relatively self-contained and pretty easy to make in terms of the story. Whereas for the series, you really got to take your time with it, because even if it's 20 episodes, that is still, that's like 10 hours of material. 10, 11, 12 hours, something like that. You really got to, really think about it. Greenfin Gaming, by the way, how is writing R&R? Yeah, it's okay. I've only written the pilot script, but it depends. If there is enough people that really like R&R and really that's where they want to see it go, then we will continue with the series. There is a 12-episode plan for at least season 1. So, Catriona Burgess, take care. There's definitely potentially things to happen. Brother Malachi, hashtag robbed Vegeta again. Well, I don't know. I mean, honestly, Vegeta made much more of an impact. Vegeta and Android 17 made much more of an impact and made such a memorable contribution to the tournament. They were fantastic. Vegeta had the best character arc in the entire series. 17 came out of nowhere. And yeah, Farid Ali, I've noticed you. Alex CC, R&R is an audio drama based on What If Raditz Turned Good between parts 7 and 8. Basically, peacetime with Raditz and potentially a married launch. That kind of stuff. Hey Masako, isn't it a shame that Casserole and Toppo have just been completely forgotten since they were knocked out? Casserole hasn't said a word in 27 episodes, and nobody's even rooting for Jiren. Well, that's the thing. No one's really focusing, and honestly, I don't think people like Jiren, because he said so himself. Jiren doesn't really care about any of them. He just used them for his own personal gain. They don't particularly like him. They just put up with him because he's strong. Milanos, hi Masako, Vegeta's fall felt so epic and deserved. Yeah, it did, didn't it? It just felt really, grandiose. It felt justified. If he had to go out, he went out in a blaze of glory. I definitely have to say that. I'm really proud of Jeets. He did a very good job. I don't think he didn't sell it short. Definitely not. Okay. Snakeshot123, should I do auditions for R&R? Yeah, go for it. There's still a week to go. So by all means. Bavarica plays, what does R&R mean? It can mean two things. It can mean Raditz and Ranch, or it can mean rest and relaxation. So it can be either one of those things, or hashtag DBR2. So that's what it means. It can mean two different things depending on your preference. It's meant to be a very chilled out slice of life series. And yes, I do plan to do something with Tenshin Han. One of the episodes I really love to do is Yamcha is being inducted into the Hall of Fame of Baseball, and this is like he's at his retirement. He's retiring from the Titans, and you know, Ranch, yeah, the guys are there. There's a big hijinks. Like they can't find Yamcha's trophy or something like that. He's being like, just something, just slice of life things, just little nods to stuff. Like, for example, I love a moment where we go to see Tenshin Han setting up his dojo, and Mercenary Towels is on a plot to take his money, take the money from the dojo, and then claim it as his own. So there's a bit of like animosity between Mercenary Tao and Tenshin Han, and Ranch and Goten and Trunks have to stop him. Saiyan 4414, will I be at KamehamehaCon? I'm afraid not. I have not been invited, nor do I have the means to. I might be busy that weekend. But Megami 33 will be potentially there. Haverock's going, spoilers, man. These things can change, and I'm not giving detail. Wolf of the Name saying 626 people watching. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you all so much for watching. Rose Gamer saying, when's the next Bad Fiction Theatre? I don't know. Season 5 does have all the artwork. I just need to find a way to present it, because doing 3 to 4 minute videos just does not cut it anymore. We will just have to work that out, how we do it. Nate Jones, is Tao even still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, he's still knocking around. He's just a cyborg now. He's just a robot guy. Luis Mesa, I have a Discord. So if you just search for MasakoX on Discord, you can find that channel and server. Super Saucy Gaming, do I like memes? Yes, I do like memes. I like memes as much as I like steamed hams. AD, thank you very much, and says, hi. Well, hello to you too. Snakeshot123, am I going to do an R&R debrief? Yeah, and I'll bring the crew along too. So, I'll set it up so that means you, Haverock, Trev, and Sigma, and any cast members that want to be part of it, can join, and we can all just chat and take questions. Definitely. Jacob Lynn says, R&R voices, do they have to be dead-on impressions, or can they have liberties? I'd like to say ideally a mixture of the two. So, something that's familiar to the dub, but also an interesting take that you can find an interpretation and stuff like that. Apo Koivu, hello from Finland. Nice to see you here, pal. Nerdy John, so any tips on being an anime YouTuber, Masako? Just know your topic, enjoy talking about said topic for a long time, and be professional, be polite to your crew and to your audience, and take opinions. But, you know, it's one of these things. It just comes out of dumb luck and good fortune and your goodwill. I mean, this channel wouldn't be what it is without you guys. You wouldn't get this for a start as well. Brother Malachi says, what will you do now that DBZA is over? Well, let's not go nuts right here. Yeah, basically, but yeah, it's not my place to say again. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I really have to apologize about that. James Henley, will I be reprising my role for Goku and R&R? Yes, I did a poll, and 9 out of 10 people said yes. And so I will do so. I am planning to... I do have a couple of people that will be doing cameos. One person's agreed, and this guy's pretty big. I think he's gonna... I think I can say it's the Odd Ones Out. He's agreed to be in it. It's only like one or two lines, but, you know, it's pretty interesting. Okay. Tip Gerard, one of my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super Volume 2. If I've read it. I've not read it yet. It's right up on my shelf there, in that one. And I'll be reading that sometime. Yeah. I'll be reading that in the not too distant future. Jason then says, is R&R going to be PG, PG-13, or R? I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to be constrained with PG, because I would describe Dragon Ball as PG-13. So I would say probably PG-13. That's what my idea would be. As in, I don't want to be constrained to PG, because, yeah, Dragon Ball is not really ideally for young kids. Dragon Ball Z, the American dub, yeah, of course. But the original maintain, yeah. Yeah, the Odd Ones Out's apparently a fan of ours. So I just asked him, and he went like, yeah, sure. And he was a little nervous, bless him, but he did a good job. You'll hear him in episode 1 as Dende. Let's see. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes. And then, 10 minutes, and then I've got to be off preparing for a stream of Monster Hunter World later. So I will be playing that. Nick Young, thank you very much. If Super ends after the Tournament of Power, we won't be getting the final fight between Goku and Beerus, not for a very long time. Almost a middle finger to the fans, since they've teased this for such a long time. Yeah, totally. Unless it happens in episode 131 that Beerus says, oh yes, Goku, we never actually said whether you can speak me or not. Or maybe Beerus will chicken out or something like that. They'll probably do something to make that work. Wash Green, thank you very much. Ultra Instinct White? It's just Mastered Ultra Instinct. Manifesto Kurtai 4, thank you very much. Hey Masako, big fan by the way. I have a theory on how Perfect Cell could possibly come back in the anime when it comes back after the movie. Left an email to your theory in your mailbag. Have you read it yet? No, I haven't caught up with my emails yet, but I'll be sure to take a look at it very shortly. Thank you very much, pal. Godly Potato. Hey Masako, for somebody who wants to start out doing voice acting, what sort of beginner equipment would you recommend? Blue Snowball, very good mic, good starter mic for about $40. Audacity, good audio recording software, it's free. And look up, Crispin Freeman does a good voice acting course. There's a voice acting club. There are many Discord servers. There's plenty of places where people congregate, and also there are auditions on YouTube all the time. So just keep yourself glued to the screens to find out stuff. Jammin' Joe says, thank you, by the way. Do you think they nerfed Jiren? He powers up but does not do anything or knock anybody out immediately. He just plays with Goku and companions. He's toying with them. He's getting overconfident, definitely, because he is ruled by strength, and he knows he's the strongest, so he's just gonna mess around with them. He didn't knock Vegeta out to prove a point, and maybe as a mark of respect. Yeah, that he didn't want to like just tear his head off immediately or something like that. At least that's my best supposition. Gamer Guy says, do I like Nintendo? Yeah, I do. I've got a Switch. I love Mario Kart 8. And yeah, so I would say so. Shady Attempt, thank you very much. Do you want to see more character development of Goku if a new series comes out? I'm talking his mental development, more physical. Well, Goku's been written really weirdly in Super, definitely. I'd just like to see a return to form, like something in Super and stuff like that. Jacob Vasquez says, a YouTuber called Hyorinjutsu. What if Dragon Ball animations? No, I've not. I will check it out after the stream. Thank you very much for the tip-off, mate. Yahav, RX13. Masako, can you make some fighters gameplay? I did do an opinions thing. But if you want to check out me playing fighters, you can check my Twitch out for that one. Let's see. Let's see. Jabobby. Hi, Masako. Are you going to buy the Ultra Instinct and Master Ultra Instinct figures? Oh, yeah. I would say so. Definitely. Because I have a lot of Goku figures right here. So I feel like I need to add to the collection in some way. Definitely. Let's see. Ghosty Gamer says, will there be a big bad for Dragon Ball R&R? Nope. Slice of life. There isn't going to be a big villain. Let's see. Bjarkhelm, where to watch R&R? Straight here on YouTube, pal. Manifesto Atai, again, thank you very much, pal. Masako, if Raditz What If returns 4 more parts, including Tournament of Power, my suggestion team would be Goku, Raditz, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, Roshi, 17, 18, Perfect Cell, and either Vegeta or Ranch as the 10th member. Possible poll? Plus Super Saiyan Blue Azara Raditz versus Anilaza good? I don't know. Raditz Part 11 at least will be coming out, will come out, to be the Tournament of Power. But I get the feeling that Cell won't be there. Frieza won't be there, because they won't need him. Ranch, probably. Ranch will be the 10th member. Or Ranch or Vegeta. Depends. Because it depends on what they want to do. Raditz is going to be there for sure, to replace Frieza. But it's going to be between Vegeta and Ranch for that 10th spot. Depends. Probably, I don't know. Maybe Ten Shinhan might say, look, Ranch just deserves it more than me. Something like that. That's what I see. But, yeah. But that's not a bad thing. I will definitely consider it. But thank you very much, pal. Thank you very much. Todd Troop, what kind of game is Monster Hunter? It's basically you wander around and hunt monsters. It's very pretty. Very pretty and very immersive, I must say. I've not played it in a while, so I'm a little bit rusty at it. Masako, do you think Raditz might get Ultra Instinct in R&R? No, I don't think so. He will probably get Bite Blue or something like that, or the Blue 2 thing. I don't know. Probably that. Sir Fuffle, thank you very much. Would you ever consider a what if Bulma married Chi-Chi? The two Saiyans wouldn't have their children, and there would be no funds for Bulma to support them. Oh. But no comment. I would Bulma marry Chi-Chi. I mean, yeah. It's if they truly loved each other, and they would be happy together, then by all means. I wouldn't know how to make that work. I mean, if they adopted children, Chi-Chi would be fine. They wouldn't have to worry about money because of the Ox King. Ox King has money. Bulma has money. They'd be very well off. Shady Attempt. Oh, thanks, dude. Thank you very much. An LD Someone, I don't watch Hunter x Hunter, I'm afraid, because I never really got into it, and I feel like I'm a bit lost with it. If the characters grow up, will you replace the voice actors in R&R? No, I don't think so. Unless it's with Trunks. Oh, with Trunks and Goten. Maybe. Maybe with them. Well, we'll just have to see. Let's see. Take says, I'd love to see a baseball game in R&R similar to the one in Super. Probably, because basically, there's ideally one episode I want with Yamcha retiring from baseball. I'd love to see that. Nino the Lost Unicorn, thank you very much, pal. Manifesto Karatai 4, thank you very much again. Saying full power Jiren hurting from an Ultra Instinct Goku punch at the end of 128. How do we know this won't end up being anticlimactic with Jiren in his build-up at least? Well, I believe that he probably would have been taken by surprise by that. He wasn't expecting that punch. So he probably hasn't been hurt like that in a very long time. So I think he got the jump on that, but I don't think that's going to happen again, I'm afraid. But it was a shocker, and that shot of Jiren getting punched has been going round and round the internet because it is very, very cathartic after all the stuff that Jiren's been doing to people. No, definitely. Okay. So, let's see. I think we've got time for one more question. Let us see. Mustang says, would you do a timeline post Goku versus Uben R&R? It depends. It depends what we get, really. And MKL, rounding things off, Masako, where do you think Frieza is? He's hiding somewhere, waiting for the opportunity to pounce, definitely. He probably realizes that, yeah, he can't win through strength alone, so he's just got to be very, he's got to be just very cunning and smart and shrewd. Gamer guy saying his mum just got done with cancer and she lived, so she's recovered. Congratulations, pal. I'm really happy to hear about that. I'm happy for you. Yeah, okay. So I think we're going to round things up now. But Hakai says, when do you stream on Twitch? I will be streaming at 4 p.m. Eastern, and I usually stream on 4 p.m. So if you go over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/MasakoX_TFS, you can find me there. There'll be a schedule there, so you know exactly when to tune in. But anyway, until then, guys, until the next debrief, and when the auditions get announced and get confirmed, then we will be around very soon. But thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and until the next one, be sure, like, subscribe, share the super reviews, share R&R to people that are interested, and just after this, if you look to the community tab, you can find another concept image from R&R, so you can go there. Anyway, until then, next time, guys, catch you later. Enjoy What If Week next week, and have a good night. Take care.